Good morning. It is November the 30th, 2017, last day of the month, last day of the second month of the fourth quarter. This tends to support equities, treasuries and gold, and the other markets can do what they do. But equities, you can pretty much bet that it'll be sideways to higher, which should pressure treasuries, which are down this morning. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, got B's behind us. Put all this together, we're still looking at a B. This morning the idea was to sell 11s to 16s, 15s, and then 19s to 23s. Sell 1, sell 2. If we couldn't bust 2400, 2404, we could trade from the long side. That number might actually be higher. 7-8 is support right now. So we put the buy at 1 to 5. And 25 to 29 for buy 2. News this morning: jobless claims 240. No one will pay any attention to it. Personal income up 0.3. Personal income up 1/10. Personal spending up 1/10. That'll be the market's focus. Chicago PMI 63.5. That could come in higher than forecast. That would be the second thing the market will look at. Natural gas minus 37B. In direction of the Emini. So we want to get short first. See if we could bust 124.04. If we couldn't, we could trade from the long side. Looking at the 30-year. The idea this morning was to sell. We hope to sell. First resistance was the buck to 4. That was number 1. Hoping to sell 7s to 11s, 15 to 19. On the buy side, there's a chance the low is in, so we put support at 20 to 24 for number 1. Buy 13 to 17, buy 1. 5 to 9, buy 2. Right now, the buck is resistance, so the sell would be 31 to 03. Looking at gold. Like the idea of the short side of the market. We had 85.87 as a sell, didn't get there. So right now the sell would be 82.84, sell 1, and then 88.90, sell 2. On the buy side, 75.77, buy 1, 70.72, buy 2. Pat, market profile's working, everything's screwed up. I'm doing the broadcast now later. Looking at the euro. Not much action right here. Had 75 to the buck as the sell zone. Had 25 to 50 as the buy zone. So we had a first buy at 40 to 50. The second buy was 15 to 25. On the sell side, 75 was sell 1. I don't think we're going to get there, so we'll make it 65 to 75, sell 1. And 90 to the buck, sell 2. Okay, crude oil. The production quotas have been rolled over, extended for 9 months. The OPEC will keep the same production levels that they have right now for the entire year. That agreement has been pre-announced. They'll be tearing it apart, getting comments from the various oil ministers. So 58 and a quarter, sell 1. 58.50, 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 57 and a quarter, 57.50, buy 1. And 56.75, 57, buy 2. So the deal is, how fast will economic growth kick in and absorb the extra production from OPEC and from the U.S. shale oil production? And that's what the talk will be about. Is the world growing? Is it expanding? And right now it looks like we got a pretty good chance. Asia is growing at 3% plus. The United States has been reported growing at 3% plus. So that could absorb a lot of crude oil out there. And that's what the hope will be. And yes, OPEC members will cheat. Okay, last month the Emini closed at 25.8150. So anything we have, even if the market sells today, we're going to be above 25.8150. So manager compensation will be better than it was last month. The issue is, can we get through 35 or not? And we don't know. So sell failure at 35. We don't have to take it out to have a strong close and for the money managers to make their money. I think everybody'd like to see it close higher than 26.35. So the first area we're probably interested in selling is 39 to 41 and then 44.45. I do think we're headed for 26.50. The Dow should close above 24,000 today. That'll be the talk I'm going to listen to all day long. They make us pay up to get in, so 29 to 31 will be buy 1. 25, 27, buy 2. I think we're looking at a 26.25, 26.35 market, worst case, probably higher. Chicago PMI 63.5 could come in higher than forecast. Jobless claims, they're out. I don't know what they are. Personal income spending, they'd like to see it greater than plus 1%. Tenth of a percent. They'd like to see that up. I'll go get those numbers now. Back with you in a few. So running behind. The emails would be late. Needless to say, other stuff will be late too. Try to get caught up as quickly as possible. Later.